In the last 30 years, BMW has been a major contributor to the upstate here for Spartanburg and Greenville County, bringing jobs and creating additional income sources for a lot of the other suppliers here in the region. It's estimated that BMW will help supply over 53,000 jobs in the state of South Carolina alone. BMW announced last year that they're going to be sinking in $1.7 billion into South Carolina, the largest investment that's ever been made in the state. Find out in this video what that investment means and what the future looks like for Greenville and Spartanburg. Hi, I'm Evan Whaley, your favorite Greenville realtor. So BMW's made massive investments. They've done a lot for the local economy here. Everything from supplying jobs. They support over 11,000 jobs just at BMW. And again, it's estimated from economic studies that over 53,000 jobs are created from BMW. Another estimation is that BMW helps produce $26.7 billion in revenue every single year from their services, their importing, their exporting, and everything that they're doing here in the state. BMW actually is using 90% of their suppliers are located here in South Carolina. So BMW has done some really incredible things here in the state. But this $1.7 billion investment that they're going to be making, this is the largest investment that's ever been made in the state of South Carolina before. This is going to have massive impact here across the entire state, especially here in the upstate where they're actually going to be located. So what they're actually going to be doing is they're going to be expanding their plant out in Spartanburg. They're going to be putting over $1 billion into that plant in Spartanburg, making it larger, more efficient, opening up more opportunities, putting new makes and models for the BMWs that they're going to produce there. Beyond that, they're going to sink in over $700 million for a brand new plant that's going to focus in on electronic batteries. They're putting that in Woodruff, South Carolina, which is not too far from their current location or where their current plant is at. I really wanted to talk about this investment that they're going to be making in Woodruff. The plant they're going to open in Woodruff is actually going to be in 2026 is the estimations right now. And BMW is saying by the year 2030, they want to have 6 electronic vehicles on the market. All their batteries are going to be produced here in Woodruff, South Carolina. This is going to have a massive impact, and I'm already starting to see builders and developers going towards Woodruff, South Carolina. We're starting to see, since that announcement happened, price points going up, more communities getting put into the area. If you're looking for an area here in Greenville, Spartanburg area, and you want to find a place that still has some really affordable homes with some massive growth potential, Woodruff could be a really good fit. If we look at what's happened in Woodruff since 2020 all the way to now today in 2023, the average home in Woodruff is selling for about $220,000. We look at 2023 and we're up almost at $308,000. So they've had some massive growth that's happened in Woodruff naturally, and of course some anticipation for this new BMW plant that's going to be coming in. When we look at some of the new construction communities that are in Woodruff, we've got 5 right now that are building a lot of homes, and there's a lot of availabilities as far as lots or just properties that are available. And they're from vastly different builders. So if you're looking at some of the different builders here in the upstate, I've even got videos on different reviews and ones that you should check out. So feel free to check that out after you watch this. They have a lot of different builders that are focusing in on Woodruff. You've got D.R. Horton building a couple communities. You have Meritage, which they tend to be our 2 largest builders here in the upstate. Ryan Homes is also focused on some building there. Dan Ryan Builders, DRB Homes, as they're referred to now. The last would be Eastwood. So you've got a big selection as far as price point and size. As far as a price point for these new construction communities, you've got everything from $220,000 all the way up to about $570,000. You've got some smaller, 1-story ranch homes that are like 1,200 square feet, all the way up to homes that are close to 5,000 square feet. And that's in Emory Park. That's in the estate side that Ryan Homes is building. The other communities that I've mentioned that are being built here, you've got Anderson Grant, which you have DRB building in there, as well as D.R. Horton. You've got Vickery Station, which is what Meritage is building out there. D.R. Horton is doing another community called Lakestone. Lastly, we have Orchards at Reedsville being built by Eastwood Homes. So a lot of different options, and again, Woodruff is going to see some massive growth when you have $700 million being sunk into an area that traditionally just hasn't had that kind of investment in it. That's just going to create some massive opportunities. When we look at what BMW's done here at the upstate, they're creating close to 3 to 4% additional jobs each and every year just at the BMW location because they continue to grow and scale. And South Carolina really wanted to be the place where they decided decided to do these electronic batteries because South Carolina felt like when we're looking at the movement in cars right now, we're seeing a lot of people shifting and gravitating towards electronic vehicles. So South Carolina wanted to make sure that they have a piece and a part of that, and they wanted to be with a very well-respected and well-known company like BMW. So this could have some massive impacts throughout the entire upstate and really through the entire state of South Carolina. When you sink in that kind of money and you've got such a large, well-known brand that is willing to plant its roots and say, I'm here for the long term, that's going to make some massive impacts. And the great thing is, like I mentioned earlier in this video, 90% of the suppliers that BMW has been using are here in the state of South Carolina. So with them creating another plant, electronic vehicles, creating more jobs, and it's just going to continue to compound itself and continue to create more high quality opportunities for South Carolina residents. I'm super excited what BMW has done. BMW has given back a lot to the upstate, everything from just different grants for programs for education to they've really supported the arts to so many other things. I think this is going to be a phenomenal thing here for the upstate. And if you're looking for a place to move here in the upstate, Woodruff might be a really great opportunity. You can get some affordable housing like I mentioned. The average price there right now is around $307,000. New construction homes on average are selling for about $335,000. So you can really find a large home. You can be pretty conveniently located depending on which community you go to, because Woodruff is kind of at the tail end of this area we call Five Forks, which is very well established and very well built up. Overall, I think this is going to be a massive opportunity for the upstate. I'm curious to see what commercial development comes in and happens after all of this, because of course, when you have all these people that are moving here, you have all these job opportunities, you're going to need to have grocery stores and places for people to shop and just community gathering centers. And what we've seen here in the upstate is they're really good at, once they really develop a city, of really building a center and a downtown and a place for people to gather. So I'm really curious what's going to happen with Woodruff, South Carolina over the years. I haven't done a video like this before where I've specifically focused in on a company and its potential impact on the upstate. So please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your ideas as far as what this impact may look like to the upstate. And if you like this kind of content, I'd just love to know so I can continue to make more videos that you truly love and appreciate.